Welcome back to Houston Live. The Mediterranean diet was just named the best diet by U.S. News and World Report for the 8th year in a row.
And so joining us today to help us get started and meal prep for the week and maybe even the year ahead, the owner of Craft Pita, Chef Nasr, who specializes in Mediterranean cuisine. We were chatting before the show and you were saying, okay, listen, we kind of get a lull in the holidays because everyone's eating the real fatty stuff, and then New Year, new them, and boom, they're back at Craft Pita, which is delicious, by the way.
Thank you. We appreciate it. You know, Lebanese food, thankfully, is really healthy, and it's just a nice way to enjoy your life and eat good food still.
Okay.
And we should point out, by the way, Craft Pita is something that you own with your mother.
Yes.
And that's a beautiful thing. You must really like each other.
We love each other. You know, we always debate who's the better chef, but we give it everything every day.
Look at you both right
Guys,
there. There's Claudia
so
on the screen, and she is in studio behind the cameras today. So big shout out to Claudia as well. Okay, break this down for us, Chef, because the Mediterranean, essentially, there's more than a dozen countries, and there are all different ways to eat the Mediterranean diet. But what are some of the common denominators?
So some of the common denominators is one, obviously, lots of vegetables. And one of the things that's in particular what makes the Mediterranean special about eating those vegetables, it's not processed. So you're gonna wanna have 3/5 of your plate whenever you're eating of just vegetables. The other thing is you also want to mix in healthy fats. What makes the Mediterranean diet easy is you're not restricting what you're eating all the time like a lot of diets, which are pretty hard to sustain. You can have some fat, whether it's from olive oil or cheese or nuts. You know, you have to live life a little bit, and that's what the Mediterranean diet's all about.
So you also say you use things like lentils and garbanzo as like an alternative to carbs that maybe won't burn off as quickly.
That's exactly right. So legumes are a great combination of carbs and proteins. So lentils, garbanzo beans, and any other kind of legume, it helps sustain your energy levels. You're able to burn those carbs for longer. And so you're able to actually get those carbs in a way that's not a processed wheat, for example.
Mm-hmm.
I noticed on that list you had chicken and salmon. Why are those preferable protein sources? And those are just some of the protein sources.
Those are some of the protein sources you can go with. You kind of want to lean away from red meat. Red meat, while it's delicious, we're here in Texas, everyone loves their steak, everyone loves their hamburgers. We got to try to stay away from that. If you go to the Mediterranean diet, you typically want to stick with lean chicken, salmon, any other kind of fish really is kind of where you want to stick towards.
Also, I mean, let's talk about the flavors and spices you use, because I feel like so many people, especially here in Houston, we don't want to sacrifice flavor even if we're eating healthier.
Definitely. So one of the things that's unique about Lebanese food and all the other countries in the Mediterranean, from Greece to Spain to Italy, they're definitely going to put spices and things that make their food taste better, which is kind of contradictory to what people think about healthy food.
Right.
The fun thing about the Middle Eastern spices that you put on, they actually make the food healthier as well. Clove, for example, is super rich in antioxidants. Cinnamon, which we actually do put on some of our meat, is also really good for your body. It helps reduce inflammation. You know, it can taste good and be good for you.
Right.
It's good stuff. Okay, and with all those veggies, the spices that really can help bring them to life, you're going to show us essentially how to create a very healthy and colorful dish using the formula you just described, mostly vegetables.
Mostly vegetables. So we're going to show everyone at home how to build any meal with a really basic format of the Mediterranean diet. We're going to divide our plate into fifths. So 3/5 of it is going to be vegetables.
Okay.
And Tessa and Derek are both going to make their own plate today.
Okay, here we go.
You guys put what you like on the plate. I'm not going to tell you guys how to make your bowl.
Okay.
Gorgeous.
You tell me, is that
That's
enough?
Start off with the spring mix. This is organic. We get produce from local farmers at Craft Pita.
What kind of seasoning do you have on this?
So on top of that is sumac, which is a dried herb that's very special to the Middle East. And it actually is really well known for helping reduce your blood pressure as well.
Oh.
The nice thing about the Mediterranean diet is you don't just have to eat raw vegetables like Tessa just grabbed. Pickles are really popular. Those are pickled turnips. I know it's confusing to some people because they're pink, but we put a beet when we pickle them.
They smell so good.
They're super healthy for you, full of vitamin A, full vitamin C. Pickled cucumbers, obviously can't go wrong. And then we got tomatoes, radishes, cucumbers. You know, whatever you guys like, whatever you don't like, I'm not going to judge.
We like all the veggies.
We also have roasted cauliflower, which we cover in tahini, which is sesame paste. It's a great, healthy vegan sauce that you can put on top of just about anything. And it's actually nice and creamy, which is kind of hard to find in and anything that doesn't have dairy.
Oh,
This
that's
is so
a good
fun.
point.
Do you guys, you serve like a family style meal like this so people can kind of
Yes.
do this in the comfort of their own home?
Yeah, so we have our dinner specials, which either can have chicken, beef, vegetables. You kind of put whatever you want. So after you pick your vegetables, we also have our spreads available right here. That is labneh.
Love it. This, I believe we've had on our show. Oh,
Yeah,
this
we
is
made it last
delicious.
time on the show in the
This is
summertime.
delicious.
It's basically strained yogurt. So you take the whey out, super healthy, super lean. It's also a great breakfast option, but it's a great source of protein and a healthy source of fat as well.
I am going in on these. I
Get
am
as
getting
much as you like.
everything. There's nothing that I want to stay away from.
Obviously, that's our hummus. You guys were talking about
Okay.
the Texans. Fun fact, the nutrition team at the Texans have actually been serving Craft Pita hummus to the players for over 5 years.
Oh, that's right. They're so good at defense.
No wonder they're winning. We love that. Listen, we're just about out of time. I love this idea, though, because you can involve the entire family. I mean,
Exactly.
essentially, people can make their own bowl.
Exactly. So basically, you put the vegetables, and of course, you're going to put a little bit of carbs on there, whether it's rice, whole grain. We have rice pilaf, quinoa. You can't go wrong with any of those. And then, of course, protein, lean chicken kebabs, lentils, rotisserie chicken.
Oh my gosh, this is beautiful as is, but I'm going to add some of this in the break for sure.
You brought those lentils for me, didn't you? You know me well, Chef
I know.
Nasr. Raphael
Thank
Nasr,
you.
thank you so much. And Mom
you, guys.
Claudia, thanks for stopping by the studio. We will be sharing all the tips to help you get started eating healthier this year. Just visit our website, HoustonLife.tv. Plus, visit Craft Pita online or in person, and you can get $20 off. Use the promo code HLIFE on their meal prep menu, which starts tomorrow. That's very nice. Thanks for the
course,
promo code.
guys.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Cool.
And your tabbouleh, my favorite. I'm a
Thank you.
tabbouleh snob.
Really
This is the best.
appreciate that. Thank
All
you.
right.